it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. And there's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. Beautiful day.
Hi, the great one. Hope you know you will definitely need your written material to watch this great video. But first and foremost, I would like to appreciate the entire body of Greenwood Agricultural Technology and Vocational Research Institute, popularly known as GUATAFI, from Veterinary Department, Animal Nutrition Department, Animal Healthcare Department, our research team, and the entire management of the institute. Out of their tight schedule, they still find time to contribute to the successful birth of this great video. Also, I will not forget to appreciate my mentor in the field of animal science, in person of Professor Ademola, the former HOD of Department of Animal Nutrition and Biotechnology, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, and also my political mentor in person of Professor Adewale Sunday, the former Dean of Student Affairs, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. In fact, more power to your ego. All glory and adoration to Almighty Allah. In our journey in construction of unjumpable fence against poverty and unemployment, Greenwood Agricultural Technology and Vocational Research Institute presents this eye-open financial education video on fish farming business as a means of wealth creation. This video is for both interested investors and the existing fish farmer, because the strongest pillar of any business is knowledge, and nobody is encyclopedia of it. Do you know that it is a sin to have seed and land and refuse to cultivate in the presence of hunger? Seed I'm talking about is the money you have in saving, and the land I'm talking about is the business that you can invest on, while the hunger I'm talking about is poverty. I want you to believe the fact that nobody is above poverty. If you think you are wealthy today and you refuse to take the right action, poverty will soon lock your door. In Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 to 30, tell of a master who was leaving his house to travel, and before leaving entrusted his property to his servant according to ability of each man. One servant received 5 talents, the second servant received 2 talents, and the third servant received 1 talent. The property entrusted to the 3 servants was worth 8 talents, where 8 talents was significant amount of money. Upon return home after a long absence, the master asked his 3 servants for the account of the talent he entrusted to them. The first and the second servants explained that they have doubled the value of the property with which they are entrusted. His servant was rewarded. His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, then I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master." Then the one who had received the 1 talent came and said, "Sir, I knew that you are a hard man, harvest where you did not sow, and gather where you did not sow. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. See, you have what is yours." But the master answered, "Evil and lazy servants." So he knew that I harvest where I did not sow, and gather where I did not scatter. Then you should have invested my money, and on my return, I will have received my money back with interest. Therefore, take the talent for him and gave it to the servant who has 10 talents. For the one who has will be given more, but the one who does not have, even what they have, will be taken from him. And throw that worthless safe into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Parable simply explain why the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. You need to invest the little that you have today to have more. So, fish farming business is one of the great lucrative business you can invest on with little or more capital, depend on your financial ability. And aquaculture contribute to livelihood for 800 million of people and provide 3.1 billion people with 20% of their animal protein. Various research work has shown that to meet future demand for fish, particularly in developing countries like Nigeria, production will need to be doubled by 2030. So this is a great opportunity for you to increase your financial power through fish farming business. But firstly, I would like to let you know how profitable fish farming business is, so that you will know the value of what you want to spend your time and your data to watch. Let me share you my first experience in fish farming business. It is when I'm working at Magados Farm at Ilora, Oyo State. I decided to invest the little I have then, but due to the fact that I don't have much money to construct fish pond, even if I have money, I don't have space where I can construct the pond. So I decided to rent a pond of 2,000 capacity, which you can also do. I rent the pond 20,000 naira per annum. I bought 1,005 pieces of ingani at the rate of 10 naira per pieces. I hired a boy that is helping me to manage the pond when I'm not around. Who I was paying 10,000 naira per month, which is equal to 60,000 naira for the 6 months that it took me to culture the fish there. I spent 25,000 naira on pond water, liming and fertilization. End of 6 months, when I calculated my expense on feed, was about 120,000 naira there. Although I use commercial feed throughout the production stage, and I book 30,000 for miscellaneous. So my total expenditure is 270,000 naira. After selling my fish at the end of 6 months of culture period of 600 naira per kg, which I was able to produce then is 1,300 kg of fish from 1,220 pieces of fish left in the pond. So I realized the total income of 780,000 naira. Then I deduct my expenditure of 207,000 naira from this income of 780,000 naira. I was left with profit of 510,000 naira this month, which is even more than the total salary I collected for that 6 months at Magados Farm. It was this time that I realized that I was totally wrong for working for Magados Farm. For your notice, there is ready market for good quality fish at all time. That is, fish farming business is not a seasonal business. But for the purpose of introduction, my name is Mr. Nafi Kudus Olarewaju, aka Dr. Oliwet from Greenworld Agricultural Technology and Vocational Research Institute. You need to do something for me right now. kindly help me to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more financial education that can change your life. There are many species of farm fish, but for the scope of this video, I will be concentrating on African catfish farming. Catfish is a fast-growing farm fish species. It is a native to most water bodies in Africa and scientifically known as Clarias gariepinus. African catfish is preferred for farming business in Africa because of its admirable characteristics such as good feed conversion ratio of about 1.2, external air breathing ability, relative tolerance to below average water quality condition, high survival rate after the fingering stage, adaptation to polyculture with tilapia based farming system, good flesh quality, low in lipid that is fat and high in crude protein, and it needed just 6 months for culture period. We can yield body weight of 1,000 grams and above. But despite the lucrative nature of fish farming business, many farmers have failed in fish farming business because of many factors such as poor farm siting, poor investment plan, poor management practice, poor marketing strategy, poor record keeping, do not employ the right people, irregular and improper feeding, wrong business objective, and most importantly, lack of technical know-how of the business. So for you to be successful in fish farming business, you need good farm management, good stock quality, good feed quality and quantity, good water quality, and most importantly, good marketing plan. Catfish can be managed or cultured in different type of pond depend on your plan and business objective. You can manage your catfish in either art pond, cage pond, or concrete pond, and so on and so forth. You can construct your own fish pond or rent, depend on your financial ability. But you must know, ideally, fish farms should have 2 to 3 ponds based on environment and economic reason. Most especially the nursery pond and grow out pond. Nursery pond is the pond in which you raise your fingerling for like a month to reach a body weight of 50 to 80 grams before they are moved or transferred to grow out pond for optimum survival rate. If you want to construct a art pond, you must consider the nature or the characteristics of the soil of the area before select a site. It is essential to have a enough waterproof soil at the site to avoid excess seepage loss. The best sites are those where fine texture clay and city clay extend well below the proposed pond depth. So, avoid sites with porous soil, either at the surface or at the depth through which the pond will be cut. Clay soil are often best due to their capacity to retain water. In theory, if a soil is good for making brick, it is actually good for construction of pond. You might need to carry out soil testing. And how can you carry out soil testing? Make a ball of soil, throw the ball and catch it. If the soil fall apart, there is too much sand, which indicates that the area is not good for pond construction. But if the soil remain compact, there is enough clay which indicates that the area is good for pond construction. Then always make sure that you construct monk at your heart pond. Monk is a water control structure that allow impoundment or filling of the pond to desirable water level. It help to minimize flooding, escape of fish from the pond, prevent entry of unwanted organism, and also aid partial or complete harvesting. This video will be continued in the second volume of this video. So kindly check the playlist of this channel to continue your training.